All right, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, February 21st. Happy Sunday. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in the last couple of Flawed vlogs. I really appreciate it. Make sure you check out flawedinc.com where you can catch up on all of them. Please subscribe on Rumble and YouTube under Flawed Inc. You can listen to all of our episodes, Flawedcast CLE. Our latest episode, The Secret History of the Shadow Campaign That Saved the 2020 Election, based off a Time Magazine article by Molly Ball a couple weeks ago. It's out. It's causing a lot of debate. A lot of people are commenting on it, so I appreciate you giving a listen, letting us know what you think. But it being Sunday, as I like to do, I try to Sundays bring something spiritual, and this is going to kind of be a little bit of a vulnerable one. And I've been last 5 years of my life, there have been a lot of big life changes. I always wrestle how much I should share, but May 24th, 2016, I had a kidney transplant. And then on January 21st, 2017, my ex-wife left me. And I've had a series of things happen with a lot of people in my family since that. And it's been hard to process. And I'm going to just state right up front, I hate victimology. I hate victim culture. I'm not a victim. Stuff happens. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Or as Heath Ledger said in The Dark Knight, what doesn't kill you makes you weirder. But, I have been processing a lot of things because when it comes to emotional and spiritual, mental healing, I think, in my point of view, people like to put a time frame. Well, it's this many years or it's been this long, so you should be able to do this, or you shouldn't be hung up on this particular issue, or whatever the case may be. And I'm starting to realize it really isn't like that. It's like if you injure your shoulder and you have surgery, it may take, 6 to 8 months to recover from that initial surgery, and then you're going to have physical therapy and blah, blah, blah. So the doctor may tell you, hey, it's going to take 1.5 years. But, I know from having injured myself that there may be that initial period where the pain is just at the forefront, but after that, it residually decreases. But there's those times where you'll run into something, like your shoulder, you're running into the wall, your shoulder somewhere, and it just hurts. And mental, emotional, and spiritual healing, I believe, is the same. Pain is pain. And there's a scripture I woke up with this morning in my head and my heart. It's actually the second scripture I learned. The first scripture was Jesus wept, because it's 2 words. But this is Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6, and it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, acknowledge him in all your ways, and he will direct your path." And I'm going to be honest with you, that's hard. It's hard because I, and maybe kind of the person I am and the people I surround myself with, we are kind of anti-culture, counterculture, if you will, because we believe in rugged individualism, the self-reliance, and not letting the government kind of treat you like an infant. And I want to be able to be self-sustainable, and I want to be able to kind of stand on my own 2 legs, as it were. And the problem is that sometimes we can't. When you are in those moments of being injured and you push through and you do, with your shoulder injury, you're a year in and you're having a good time, and you think, yeah, I can go out in the yard and play football with my buddies. Like an idiot, you get tackled and you make it worse. And that's kind of life. That's kind of the same thing with spiritual, emotional, mental healing. You think you're ready to move forward. You think you're ready for this, for that, and you do something, and it can often take you back to that moment of the initial hurt. So the idea of trusting in the Lord with all your heart and leaning not on our own understanding, it's like, God, why did this happen? Why? And I struggle with that. I'm a very analytical person. I like to process things intellectually before I process them in my heart. You know, they say the longest distance in the human experience is that between the mind and the heart. And I can attest to that. And if anybody listens to our podcast, if everybody listens to this, I would like to think you understand that there's a lot of thought that kind of goes into these, except yesterday's. Yesterday's wasn't very thoughtful. But there's a lot of thought and preparation I put into all this stuff. And you know, the idea of, okay, God, like, I want to trust you that you have my best intentions, especially after being hurt, being betrayed. And it's hard, you know, it is really, really hard. And I don't have any solutions, you know. Plato said, you know, I know that I don't know. The older I get, the more I realize I know nothing. So don't look to me, you know, I'm not a poet or a prophet or a sage or, you know, I'm just a guy that on Sunday mornings looks forward to going to the record stores with his buddies on Sunday afternoons. Maybe having a cigar and a drink later, but you know, it's hard, and dealing with that pain it's unlike anything else. And you know, the idea of, you know, trusting in God, you know, don't rely on our own understanding, you know, him directing our path, believing that there is just even believing there is a path, you know, it's a struggle. And maybe I've said too much, and maybe I'm pontificating here too long, but I want to just put some nuggets of thought in your mind and in your heart. And I want to wish you a very, very happy Sunday. And I want to encourage you to get in the arena.